Commission is a huge part of destination wedding planning, but it's often not talked about. You need to make sure that you understand it completely so that it doesn't affect your budget and your stress levels. Ciao, I'm Lucy. I'm an Italian wedding planner and the founder of Lista.com. Each week I'm here with clear and honest advice to help you plan your Italian wedding with ease. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel below and get these episodes every single week. So this week I'm talking about commission. I'm going to break down what it is, how it can affect your wedding planning, your budget and your supplier relationships. This episode isn't intended to be a critique of commission or slate it. It's just the honest information about what commission is, and at the end we'll give our opinion on how it should work. Commission does cause many couples issues. Often I have couples come to me halfway through their wedding planning and they say, I've just found out that my planner charges wedding commission and I'm actually paying 10% on top of all my suppliers to the planner and I didn't know about it. That affects their budget, it affects who they can work with. It is quite a mess. So it's really important to understand upfront how commission works and make sure it's really transparent with all of the suppliers that you work with. So what is commission? In Italian weddings, it is a percentage of the fee that you pay your supplier or venue that gets passed on to the person or the company that got them that booking. So an example might be that as a wedding planner, I take a couple to a photographer and I expect that photographer to give me 10% of the amount that they charge that couple back as a commission. In Italy, it's extremely commonplace for weddings to work in this way and for planners to be given commission throughout the wedding planning budget. So every single supplier or venue that's booked may give a wedding planner a commission. Where it gets complicated is A, not all planners work in this way, and B, neither do suppliers or venues. So here's where it becomes an issue. I think where commission is added on top of a vendor's fee is a problem. So for example, I might be a photographer that charges £3,000 for my service. If a planner comes to me and says, I've got a couple that want to work with you, but I work on commission, so I need you to charge them £3,300. The photographer says yes, they want the job. The planner gets their 10% commission, but the couple are paying £300 more for that service than they would have if they'd gone directly or potentially through a planner that doesn't charge commission. The only way this is a problem is if it's A, not factored into your budget, and B, if you don't know about it. If you've chosen a planner on their merits, their skills, their experience, you may have factored in their price to this. If you don't know that they're going to go throughout your planning to every supplier and venue and ask for an additional commission on top of the price that you should be paying, that is going to drastically affect your budget, but it's also going to affect the experience that you thought you were getting from them. What I mean is you may have compared planners on price. So one planner could have been £4,000, one planner could have been £2,000. You may have ended up going for the £2,000 planner because actually they look very similar in terms of what they offer and their skills, but they're a lot cheaper. What you didn't know is that that £2,000 planner is going to make 10% on every one of your suppliers. And if you'd known that, it may have affected the decision that you made when you chose your planner. Another issue that can come up with commission is that planners will only work with the suppliers and venues that will pay them commission. So it could mean when you've got 100 photographers out there, if only 10 of them will pay that planner commission and they need that commission as part of their model and ways of working, then they're going to go for those 10 photographers and present them to you, when actually you would have lots more options if commission wasn't part of the picture, and you could end up ultimately with quite a different wedding. Unfortunately, in the Lista group and in my wider planning world, I hear quite a lot that couples are forced to use certain suppliers by their planners. Again, it comes back to if it was transparent up front and you understood that the planner was going to charge commission on certain suppliers, maybe they even gave you a forecast of what that would look like. If you understood that they may only work with certain suppliers that do pay them that commission, all fine, in my opinion. If you didn't know that, but you get further along into planning and start to realise that you're restricted with who you can work with because it's down to the commission that the planner is getting, that's a different story. As a planner myself, I've also seen in the past how commission relationships can cause a bit of tension. So I've witnessed where a caterer and a venue, for example, have a commission relationship. A venue may work with just one caterer, and that means The catering all goes through them for that venue. There's loads of benefits to this. They know the venue really, really well. They can offer really good prices because they know that venue inside out. They know how it works. They know the equipment they need. That all works really well. Where it doesn't work well is if the venue are putting that caterer under pressure to pay them a commission whilst the caterer are still trying to keep their prices relatively competitive for the client. So that could look like a €140 menu where €20 per person is going to the venue. It means the caterer actually don't have enough resource to do their job properly, and it can mean that they're under quite a lot of pressure to deliver the service to you. So again, making commission clear and just understanding where it's working and how it's working is a really important dimension of making a successful Italian wedding. So there you have it. That's what commission is, and that's how it can work in Italy. I really want to caveat this by saying not all planners work in this way. So not all planners work on commission, and it's really important to distinguish that when you're talking to planners at the start about what their service is and how it works. Planners that do work on commission, a lot of them are completely justified in doing this. They do it really transparently, and they have great relationships with suppliers and venues in the way that they work. In my opinion, it is not okay to charge commission and work in this way if your couple don't understand that that is what's happening. So as a couple, the number one thing you can do is make sure it's really clear from the start when you start working with a planner or a venue or an in-house venue planner how commission works for them. You can then factor this into your comparison when you're looking at which planner to choose, which venue to choose. You'll make sure it's factored into your budget and in other areas of your wedding planning. For me personally, when planning weddings, it's really important that the couple have a wedding that's really authentic to them. So as long as you can stay in control and book any supplier that you like within reason, as long as they're good, then you're fine. Commission is an interesting and controversial subject. So if you have any questions or you have any feedback on what I've said today, I'd really love to hear it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences of commission, whether you're a supplier, a venue, a planner, or a couple. Thank you so much for watching this episode. My mission is to reach as many couples as possible and help them plan their awesome Italian wedding, but make it easy and fun along the way. You can help me do this by subscribing, just click below, writing a comment, liking or sharing our YouTube channel. Remember, I'm always cheering you on in your Italian wedding planning. I'll see you next week.